understand it's essentially the same unappreciative crowd full of scumbags from last night.
Hey wrestling fans, it's Sean from the Scumbags Wrestling Podcast. Welcome to this week's episode number 61. I'm flying solo this week, but that doesn't mean we don't have things to cover. Be sure to subscribe and share with your friends, whether they're on iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, or Google, or any of the other 14 outlets that we're available on. Plus, you can find us on our Facebook page and email me anytime at scumbagswrestling@gmail.com. We also have episode number 2 of the production line from the Tyson Dukes Wrestle Factory available now for you to watch, both on our Facebook page and on our YouTube channel. On this week's episode, we're going to dive into the news that's happening around Smash Wrestling along with their upcoming calendar. We're going to go back to school and check out the Tyson Dukes Wrestle Factory and visit Jim Strider and see how he's been up to for the last while since he was last on our show. Then we'll take a look at the upcoming events for AEW and Impact Wrestling. And finally, we'll wrap up the show with our predictions for tomorrow night's Stomping Grounds presented by WWE. We'll be right back after these very short messages. Are you looking to get into the wrestling business? Well, look no further than the Tyson Dukes Wrestle Factory, located right here in London, Ontario. Tyson has over 20 years of experience in the wrestling world, and he's even been brought down to the WWE Performance Center to be a guest trainer. We've already seen the likes of Jordan James, Kyle Boone, Violet Lee, Jim Strider, Pharaoh Bowman, Chris Mitchells, and many more. Plus, the new generation that are coming from the second group, such as Josh Pine, Shiloh, Nova, Frankie Ward, and many more. You don't want to miss your opportunity to learn from one of the best in Ontario, if not all of Canada, or the world, in Tyson Dukes. So that's the Tyson Dukes Wrestle Factory. It's open Monday, Wednesday, and Thursdays, and located at 309 Exeter Road here in London.
My name is The Muscle, Smash Wrestling's hottest free agent. I toss bodies and wheel hotties, and you're listening to the Scumbags of Wrestling podcast.
And we're back. Let's take a look at everything going on with Smash Wrestling as far as we know. When I was going to record this the other day, things were all simple until I got home and checked out my Facebook page and saw there was a lot of different things going on with Smash. Unfortunately, last week we found out that Derek Wilde was not going to be able to be part of this show here in London on July 7th. Now, this week, we're finding out that Sean Spears has had to pull out of the shows on July 6th and 7th. In his place will be Orange Cassidy, and the shows are now entitled Orange is the New Smash, Night 1 and Night 2. The other big news that came out of the wrestling scene for the indie circuit is the fact that Kevin Blackwood is going to be returning, as we've noted, on July 12th. However, he just signed a deal to appear with Destiny Wrestling, which means for the foreseeable future, we will not be seeing him on any Smash Wrestling cards. For whatever behind-the-scenes reasons, there seems to be a fact that Destiny and Smash kind of are like oil and water and do not gel well together, and definitely have a very competitive spirit against each other, unlike all the other independent organizations within Ontario. With that said, people will notice that Destiny superstars and Smash superstars are rarely allowed on the other brands' cards. What I do know is this is dated back for quite some time, as last year when I went to the Northern Tournament, Destiny Wrestling actually put on a show opposite Smash in the exact same day in the evening, which made fans have to decide whether they're going to go to Smash or Destiny. And in a non-film for TV spot, John Greed actually addressed it and had quite the impassioned speech for the fans. And yeah, it definitely shows a sign that there's some issues between the two organizations. And I find that sad for the fact that we won't be able to see somebody like Kevin Blackwood back here in London in the foreseeable future. What that means for the future of the other Buffalo brothers, such as Anthony Gaines, Kevin Bennett, Puff, and Daniel Garcia, is yet to be seen. Speaking of Daniel Garcia, he actually made his in-ring return since the tragic accident in January, and he was in Ottawa just last night taking on Stu Grayson. The few clips I have seen, courtesy of Pepper Parks and other posts, looks like Garcia has not lost a step, even though he's been on the shelf for almost 6 months. So it's great news to see that the Buffalo brothers are all healed and ready to compete again. Whether we see them in a Smash ring or anywhere else in Ontario, be sure to continue the support of these guys, because they're definitely the bright future of the wrestling world. Now let's look at the upcoming calendar for Smash Wrestling. We start off, as I said, on July 6th at the Franklin Horror Community Center for Orange is the New Smash, night number 1. With Spears out, Orange Cassidy is in. Unfortunately, Sean Spears has informed Smash Wrestling that he'll no longer be able to commit to the 2 dates in July on the 6th and 7th for Toronto and London. Despite events being weeks away, Smash was able to lock down someone that the fans have been wanting to see for a much anticipated Smash Wrestling debut. The viral sensation Orange Cassidy has been one of the brightest stars in 2019, and Smash is excited to announce that he's going to be taking on Psycho Mike Rollins at the Toronto show. Also taking place on the first night of Orange is the New Smash is the semifinals of the Smash Wrestling Tag Team Invitational Tournament. It's now down to 6 teams from the 6 different companies that were involved. TDT, representing FLQ, will take on the Philly and Marino Experience, representing Wild Zero. Super Reversos, representing PWA, will take on Killscreen, representing Smash Wrestling. And the Renegades, representing Innovative Wrestling, will take on the Untouchables, representing UCW. The winners of these 3 matches will actually come down to London the next night on July 7th to determine the winners of the Smash Wrestling Tag Team Invitational Tournament and receive a title shot in near future against the Smash Wrestling Tag Team Champions, Halal Beefcake. Also happening on the first night of Orange is the New Smash will be The Muscle challenging the new Smash Wrestling champion, Kevin Bennett, to a championship match as they go one-on-one. That all takes place at the Franklin Horry Community Center on July 6th, with doors opening at 6 p.m. and first bell at 7. Then, the next night, July 7th, Orange is the New Smash night number 2 from the London Music Hall right here in London, Ontario, with doors opening at 4 and the first bell at 5. As just mentioned, the 3 winners from the Tag Team Invitational Tournament matches will all face off against each other to determine the winners. It's assumed that they will face off against Halal Beefcake at Super Showdown 7. Other matches scheduled to happen include Alec Realm and Jordan James of the Factory debuting as The Revolt, and they will take on Maritime's Most Wanted, Little Blay, Cody Blade, and Dylan Davis. Kyle Boone has just been added to the Big Gauntlet match as well. This shakeup has offered another opportunity, and Boone has jumped at the chance. The rest of the gauntlet features The Muscle, Violet Lee, Jim Strider, Jody Threat, Chris Mitchells, Pharaoh Bowman, and Marcus Burke. Plus, Orange Cassidy will face off against London's own Cody Deaner. We'll still have to wait and see what happens with the Smash Wrestling Championship match, as it was originally scheduled to have Psycho Mike and Cody Blade challenging Kevin Bennett in a triple threat match. Then, on July 13th, Smash Wrestling returns to the Ken Houston Memorial Agricultural Center in Dresden, Ontario. Last year, the Scumbags of Wrestling represented really well and had VIP seating, and we still have some VIP tickets available for this show. Please contact me at scumbagswrestling@gmail.com or on our Facebook page if you're interested in being a part of it. This is a charity event helping to support the Dresden Junior Kings, and already the main event has been announced, and it's going to be huge. It's a massive 6-man tag team main event with Tarek, Tyson Dukes, and Brent Banks of the Pillars taking on Kevin Bennett and Halal Beefcake as the Pillars look for revenge against the Kevin Bennett Experience. Then, on July 21st, New Kids on the Block, Smash Wrestling returns to the Tannery Event Center in Kitchener, Ontario, and they're bringing the TV cameras again for their taping for the Fight Network. The last time Smash was at the Tannery, the roof was nearly blown off with how loud and rowdy the fans were. They're setting up a huge card, and you won't want to miss it, because opportunity knocks as Aiden Rain returns to Kitchener to take on the debuting heavyweight Jake Jones. The newly formed duo of Violet Lee and The Muscle, now known as Physical Attraction, thanks to the continued accidental advice from Scott Hunter, take on a pair of ruthless ass-kickers in Jody Threat and Sebastian Suave. The unhinged mind of Psycho Mike Rollins is set to take on PWA star Joey Allen in what is sure to be a hard-hitting contest. Picking up the list of announced matches with another new face on the scene, Corey Stone will take on Brent Banks. It all happens July 21st at Kitchener in the Taste of the Tannery Event Center. Then, just 1 week later, on July 28th, Smash Wrestling makes its debut in St. Thomas at the Joe Thornton Community Center. In the coming weeks, there'll be more information revealing what the card will be for the St. Thomas show. Continuing on with the rest of the Smash Wrestling calendar for the month of August, which is going to be huge since it's also SummerSlam weekend and Smash Wrestling is not going to be left out of the whole thing, and they're bringing in some of their friends from around the globe. On August 7th, OWE, Oriental Wrestling Entertainment, will be